Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field as we bring you Area 4 League play tonight as your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts get ready to host the Emerald Challengers out of the Eugene-Springfield area. Doc Stewart's baseball looking to finish out the season strong as we enter into the final week of the regular season. And tonight we've got a good one on store as we bring you two games here this evening on The Score. Welcome in, everybody. It is Joey Kieran back behind the mic with you here as I got a chance to escape for a little bit of time away. And I'll get one more of those breaks here coming up soon. Summertime, trying to make the most of it, and I've got some great helpers that have been able to fill in for me this year, which has been an absolute blast. Big thanks to Dan Bain for taking over the weekend, running things on the radio for us here. We will have games today and tomorrow against the Challengers for the Doc Stewarts, wrapping up Area 4 League play, and the Docs trying to build some momentum going in to the postseason. They'll be hosting the AAA state tournament, but they've got to kind of prove it to themselves that they belong there. After a tough series against Medford, they look to rebound with a tough series coming up here against the Challengers. We've got plenty to cover here coming up during our Roseburg Disposal pregame show, so let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. As we make our way towards first pitch of Game 1 of today's doubleheader, we'll get a chance to catch up with head coach Jeremiah Robbins coming up here in just a couple of moments. Before we take the break, I want to remind you tonight's game is back streaming online with some video coverage, so if you are tuning in and after the weekend you got used to tuning in on the radio, well, we're back on the video stream so you can tune in and catch it there if you'd like to. We've got that at 541radio.com or find us on our YouTube channel. Search 1490 The Score. Got to get my radio mouth back in front of me here. Search 1490 The Score on YouTube. You'll find our channel there. Subscribe and follow us to follow Doc Stewart's baseball throughout the summer, as well as you'll be able to follow Doc's baseball throughout the state tournament as we broadcast every game from the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament online at 541radio.com. We'll take a quick break. We come back with head coach Jeremiah Robbins here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Back with more of our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Doc Stewart's getting ready to take on the Emerald Challengers in Game 1 of a doubleheader today here at Champion Car Wash Field. We get a chance to catch up with head coach Jeremiah Robbins. Coach, when I left you guys, it was down in the dumps. When I come back here, you guys go 3-1 over the weekend, and got to be at least feeling a little bit better about how things are going as you go into this final week here of the regular season, final Area 4 series as you guys take on Eugene for 4 games here coming up. Just looking back at the weekend, did you see this team bounce back, kind of get their minds right, and maybe get out of the funk that was the Medford Mustangs?
Yeah, I think we did. We played some real teams too, at the Lewiston team and with Nell, and then obviously the Barbers yesterday. So yeah, I thought it was good. We competed all 4 of the games, pitched it really well again. Still kicked it a little bit defensively. We got to continue that process, but we threw up some hits too and some crooked numbers and did some good things. Overall, it was good. We were a little bit concerned after the Medford 4 games with Medford and just playing uninspired baseball, and we know what's in these kids. It's been a short, long summer. I know I've used that term a little bit, but they've been pretty resilient, and they just got to understand it don't matter what the name on the front of the jersey says. You just got to go out and play baseball, and they did that for 4 consecutive games, so it was good.
That's kind of the thing. I got back and had been out of range, didn't really keep tabs on what the team was doing, and saw the scores, saw what you guys did over the weekend, and you look back at it and it just really feels like the reputation of Medford was what beat you guys in those 4 games, is that got into the heads of the guys and they let that control them rather than going out and trying to win it themselves. Getting through that mental aspect of the game, how do you continue to try and work on that with these guys?
Well, I think it's the big thing that all young adults are kind of trying to persevere through is just being themselves. Just do what you do when you're good. Don't try to do more. Obviously, you can't do less. Just be you. And, I think that was our solid message to them throughout. Obviously, we're Doc Stewart's baseball. We're known throughout the United States, so that's good. That doesn't mean we have to go do more. We just have to be us. And when we're us, executing small ball, throwing a breaking ball for a strike anytime in the count, doing the little things, we're really good. And that's us. And we just try to do too many big things in those games against Medford, and it just got away from us. And you're just not going to win baseball games. We went back to us these last 4 games, played it the right way, competed in the batter's box. Our pitching was phenomenal. Eli Jacobs, I got to give him some props for his effort in the 10-run game. He threw 51 pitches in 5 innings. I mean, incredible. He got some offense behind him, but still, he had struggled early in the season. He just went out and pitched. He didn't try to do more, didn't try to do less. He was just him. So that was a great example for the team to kind of, get some momentum going of just, when we're just ourselves and we go out there and play together as a team, we're going to be really good. And I think they're starting to learn that.
Speaking of momentum, here's a chance for you guys with 4 against Eugene to try and build some momentum, try and build some confidence, knowing that state tournament's around the corner, and Eugene is likely to be a team that's going to be in that field of 8 that you guys may face again in the postseason coming up. How important are these games for these guys to kind of understand that, look, we can win against teams in big situations when that might be the case coming up for them here real soon?
Yeah, we're playing the defending state champion, a team that went deep into the regional last year, and we got to break the tape. We got 8 games left, 2 today, 2 tomorrow, and then 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, and then it's time to take the final. So we got to be really good. We got to continue this process of believing in ourselves, building our confidence. Eugene's going to come at us. They always do. They're a good club, well coached, got some phenomenal, talented players over there. We can't worry about that, though. We got to worry about ourselves and do our thing. If we can do our thing, we'll be right in every one of these games as we go through.
All right, Coach. Best of luck to you guys out here today, and looking forward to it.
All right, Joey. Thank you.
That is head coach Jeremiah Robbins joining us here in the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Again, let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal. Give them a call at 673-7122. We'll get a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups when we return. It's Doc Stewart's Baseball, streaming live online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, and right here on Douglas County's Home for Sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better. because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field as our junior Riverhawks are out there for the ceremonial first pitch. That from the southpaw looked like might have dropped in for a strike as we get ready for tonight's matchup between your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts and the Emerald Challengers. Let's take a look at the starting nine put together by head coach Kenny Niles for the Challengers, the visiting team in the matchup. Your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup will have Easton McDonald leading things off, playing at second base, followed by Dylan Butler, the center fielder. Jake Riley in right field will bat third, followed by Eli Christ, the third baseman, batting cleanup. In the 5 spot is the first baseman, Callan Vreem. Cade Johansson, the DH, will bat sixth. Adam Elliott in left field hits seventh, followed by the catcher, Nate Cook. And rounding out the starting nine is Danny Womack, the shortstop. The DH being utilized for starting pitcher, Caden Starr. That's a look at your starting lineup for the Emerald Challengers. Used to be the Eugene Challengers combined with the Springfield Legion program now, so they have switched to Emerald to represent the entire Willamette Valley there. They'll face off against Evan Corbin on the mound for the Docs tonight, the right-hander from Roseburg High School on his second season with the Doc Stewarts. Evan Corbin. Let's take a look at his numbers so far this season. For Corbin, 26 and a third innings worked, making his sixth start of the summer. He's got a 3-1 record, a 3.72 ERA, 21 strikeouts, 19 walks this year. Coming off of a tough one in his last start, had issued a number of walks against Medford, and so trying to clean that up after the Docs suffered those 4 straight losses against Medford, trying to turn their corner and see if they can finish strong in Area 4 play against the Challengers. First pitch of the ball game to the lefty, Easton McDonald is in for strike one, and we are underway here in tonight's ball game. The 0-1 pitch off the hand, slow roller up the middle. Watson throwing to first in time, a diving attempt by Easton McDonald out of the left-handed batter's box. Racing down to first, tried to get there ahead of the throw by Sebastian Watson and unable to beat it out. That slow roller just over the mound went under the glove for Evan Corbin. Couldn't field it, and Watson backing up things and making the quick play to first. Swing and a miss on the first pitch now to Dylan Butler, the center fielder. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed again. And Evan Corbin ahead in the at-bat here. First time the Docs are seeing the Challengers this season. There's a swing and a miss. 3 straight pitches. Dylan Butler gets cut down, and there are 2 away. First strikeout of the night for Evan Corbin. And all strikeouts by Doc's pitchers are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, visit onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. Another swing and a miss as Evan Corbin has the hitters guessing so far. Jake Riley at the plate. An 0-1 count. Check swing goes around according to our home plate umpire. Riley with an 0-2 count against Corbin. 2 away, nobody on. Corbin trying to make quick work here in the top of the first. He will. Another strikeout, and Corbin sets him down in order as the Doc Stewarts will make easy work of the top three in the lineup for the challengers. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we're through a half inning. Doc's coming up to bat when we return here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Back here for the bottom of the first inning after a quick top of the first in game one of our doubleheader. Let's take a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, led by head coach Jeremiah Robbins. Cade Johnson will lead things off, the shortstop in the number one position. Sebastian Watson playing at second base will bat second, followed by Dominic Titone, the right fielder. Evan Corbin, the pitcher, will bat cleanup, followed by Knox Hubbard, the catcher, batting fifth. Jace Johnson at third base will bat sixth, followed by Eli Jacobs, the left fielder. At first base is Parker Burke hitting eighth, and rounding out the starting nine is Carson Dunn, the center fielder. Bottom of the first inning. Doc Stewart's in a scoreless ball game. Cade Johnson leading things off, takes high and inside. The the Emerald Challengers coming in at 31-11 on the season. 31-11 for the Emerald Challengers this year, winning 2 straight games. They will try to get a win here against the Docs with Caden Starr on the mound. First pitch was high and inside to Cade Johnson. Now Starr works across the strike to make it a 1-1 count to the Docs leadoff man. Pitch inside, almost got that front elbow for Cade. He backs out of the way. Your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups. Cooper's Pest Control, when you're looking to build that best defense, give them a call to protect your home from those summer bugs. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Call them at 673-0363. 2-2 count here for Johnson. The right-hander, Caden Starr, stands upright after getting the call. Breaking ball lined into left field. The shortstop, Danny Womack, chased that one, but it was a bit too tall for him. And the leadoff man gets a base hit for the Doc Stewarts. And every first hit of the game is brought to you by MSK True Value. Make sure you don't swing and miss with your next project. Make it a hit. Head to MSK True Value and Building Supply, located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. 1 on with nobody out. Sebastian Watson will bat. They bring in the third baseman to protect against the bunt. Squaring, Sebastian pulls the bat back for strike one. Takes one on the outer half for the strike. Caden Starr on the mound, big right-hander for Eugene. Pickoff throw to first base. Johnson back in safely. Starr from Marist High School, just a junior this last year, did earn second-team All-State honors for the Spartans. His 0-1 pitch to Sebastian. He was looking to bunt again, but again takes a strike for an 0-2 count. The 0-2 delivery, again a pickoff throw. Johnson back in safely. 0-2 pitch here for Watson. He fouls it away, stays alive. Sebastian Watson waiting for the 0-2 delivery. We'll take a look around the diamond. It was such a quick first inning for the Docs defensively. We did not get a chance to get you a look at their defensive starters, so we'll take a look around the diamond when we come back for the top of the second. Here in the bottom of the first, it's Nate Cook back behind the plate for the Challengers. 0-2 delivery here for Watson. He pops that one to left field, not very deep. Coming in will be Adam Elliott to make the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. One away. That brings up Dominic Tatone, the right fielder, who will hit with a man on at first and one away. So Nate Cook behind the plate. Kellen Vreem out at first. Easton McDonald at second. Eli Christ at third. And Danny Womack at short. In the outfield, we'll get you their lineup in just a second. First pitch here to Dominic Tatone. Fouled away for strike one. Adam Elliott in left. Dylan Butler in center. And Jack Riley in right field. Your lineup for the Challengers defensively against the Doc Stewarts. Crowd filter in here as we just get past 5 o'clock. Must have started a little early. I know the top of the first inning went quick, but we're only 5 minutes past 5. Can't imagine that we started at 5 o'clock and have gotten this far into the ballgame already. Get a legal ID here in just a moment on an 0-1 pitch to Tatone. Swung on and missed. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball on the Score. Dominic Tatone takes a pitch high, holds up on his check swing. Never did really get the barrel out there. Didn't look like he had gotten it too far according to what I was watching. The appeal to the umpire in the field agrees. A 1-2 pitch coming up here for Star to the lefty Dominic Tatone. High and away, a 2-2 count. Crowd coming in here. Nice night for some baseball. Warm one in the Umpqua Basin, but I don't think it got quite as warm as they were expecting. Throw again over to first base to check on Cade Johnson. He has gotten a lot of workout diving back into first base here in the bottom of the first inning. Caden Starr paying a lot of attention to him. 2-2 delivery from Starr. Tatone fights it off, stays alive. Well, let's take a look at it. Stat updates after the last game. Kind of getting caught up on it here for myself as well. Dominic Tatone batting .250 this season. Comes in with 10 RBI on the year. Not necessarily an RBI opportunity for a base hit, but maybe if he hits an extra base hit, fouls off the 2-2 pitch. Just got a piece of that one to stay alive. 95 degrees right now in Roseburg. We were expecting temperatures closer to 100 here today, so didn't quite materialize for that. Temperature is going to be cooling into the 80s for much of the rest of the week, so it should be a nice, comfortable week here in the summer in the Umpqua Basin. Another ball out to left field on the run. Adam Elliott backing up to get to that one. Back to first will go Cade Johnson. And the Doc Stewarts will have two away for Evan Corbin to come up and bat, looking to help his own cause. Scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the first inning.
Next batter, number 12, Evan Corbin.
Evan Corbin, he's the pitcher DH. If he does not finish the game on the mound, he'll be able to stay in as the DH for the Docs. Runner going on the first pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman, who was almost out of position, but Easton McDonald able to recover. He was heading to second to try and cover the bag. Corbin goes that direction, but McDonald recovers in time to retire Evan Corbin at first for the final out of the bottom of the first. For the Doc Stewarts, no runs on one hit, no error, and one man left on base. We'll go to the top of the second inning. Still scoreless between the Docs and the Challengers on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
First batter for the Emerald Overhead Door Challengers in the top of the second inning. It'll be the third base.
Top of the second inning, it'll be Eli Chris to lead things off against Evan Corbin. Today's game brought to you by Good Vibrations Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. A roller out to shortstop where Cade Johnson is patrolling. The shortstop will fire over to Parker Burke for the first out here in the second inning. One away for the Challengers. Knox Hubbard behind the plate here in game one of our doubleheader. Parker Burke at first, Sebastian Watson at second, Jace Johnson at third, and Cade Johnson at short. Eli Jacobs in left, Carson Dunn in center, and Dominic Tatone in right. As the first pitch low and outside to Callan Vreem. Gives him a 1-0 count to start off against Evan Corbin. That's your defensive alignment for the Docs here in game one of our doubleheaders. A ground ball up the middle. Watson fields, throws back across his body, gets it there just in time to get Vreem. That comebacker right by the mound. Evan Corbin reached for it, couldn't get his glove in front of it. Again, backing it up. Sebastian Watson ranging up the middle to get to that ball, had to throw back across his body and got it there in time to Burke at first base for the second out. First pitch, strike one to the DH, Cade Johansson. 0-1 count as Corbin looks to continue to work quickly here against the Challengers. 1-1 as a pitch outside. Interesting to see Parker Burke out there at first base. Unless it happened over the weekend, that is the first time I've seen him there this summer. Swing and a miss on the 1-1 to Johansson, and it's a 1-2 count. Again, that is your defensive starters for the Docs. Starting lineups brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control. Swing and a foul ball back to the net, stays a 1-2 count. If you are looking to build that best defense for your home to protect you from those bugs, give Cooper's Pest Control a call. They are your locally owned bug assassin. 673-0363. Another ball fouled away by Johansson. Keeps him alive here in the second inning, making this at-bat go a little longer for Evan Corbin, who has been working quickly. He's ready to go as Johansson steps in. The 1-2 outside. 2-2 count. Let's see here. Burke caught yesterday. The 2-2 slaps right side, and Burke is right there for it. A line drive that might have stayed fair if it had gotten by Burke, but the first baseman in front of it to make the catch and make it another 1-2-3 inning defensively for the Doc Stewarts. For the Challengers, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Docs baseball in a scoreless ball game against the Challengers on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Bottom of the second inning, Doc's Baseball on the score, brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Up to bat, Knox Hubbard, the lefty for the Docs, will swing and miss on the first pitch from Caden Starr. So far, it's been a pitcher's battle outside a 1-1 count. Cade Johnson got a leadoff single in the first inning for the Doc, but then after that, Starr retires the next 3 guys. So far, Evan Corbin has retired 6 straight. Line drive shot gets in down the left field side for Evan Corbin, just out of the reach of the third baseman, Eli Christ. And Knox will stay at first base. Big base knock there for Knox Hubbard. And for a second consecutive inning, the Doc Stewarts will lead off with a single to start off the inning. Now here in league play, they are playing by rules where no courtesy runner for the catcher, so Knox will stay on to run at first here on this hot one in Roseburg. First pitch to Jace Johnson, high for ball 1. Knox Hubbard going opposite field on that pitch, just fighting it off, and it was a line drive. Goes right by Christ at third, couldn't get his glove in front of that one, and a base hit for Knox Hubbard, who is hitting .286 coming into today's doubleheader. 1-0 pitch, Hubbard back in just ahead of the tag by Vreem. Jace Johnson at the plate, a 1-0 count for him, batting in the 6th spot in the lineup card. Takes a pitch at the top of the zone for strike 1. Jace still trying to get back above that Mendoza line, batting 194. A 1-1 delivery here for Starr. Squaring to bunt. Jace puts it down third base side. Christ will get it, throws to first. Hubbard took a turn, and Vreem at first will hang on to the ball as he knocks Hubbard back to second base. They might have had a chance to throw and get Knox at second if they had thrown it immediately, but Jace Johnson will lay down the sac bunt. That'll go down 5-3 on the putout for Jace Johnson on the sac bunt. Up to second base goes Knox Hubbard. First time the Docs will have a man in scoring position. And Eli Jacobs will get a chance to stand in, trying to put the Docs on top. First pitch, swinging. Jacobs fouls that one away. Strike 1 with 1 out. Eli Jacobs hitting .277. The average has come down just a little bit. He has driven in 12 runs this season. Been a great summer for Eli here. In the dirt, a 1-1 count. Didn't get as much playing time during the spring season. Some leaders on that, or seniors on that team, that senior team for Roseburg. And he just kind of was stuck behind. And not that he wasn't deserving to be out there, but sometimes the depth chart has the seniority ahead of you. And Eli getting a chance to play more regularly during the summer, and we're looking at what's to come for him coming up next year with that Roseburg lineup. A lot of seniors graduating, going to be looking for that junior class to come up big. And Eli will be a part of that. 2-1 pitch to him, high and inside. He's got a 3-1 count. So looking forward to seeing what he will blossom into coming up next spring. Also out on the football field, Eli, looking forward to him. There was a lot of conversation about football down in the dugout before today's game when I was hanging out with those guys down there, and got me excited about what's to come for football season. 3-1 pitch in at the knees for a strike to Eli Jacobs, 3-2 count. Of course, there's still plenty of baseball season left to go, but football is on the horizon. And just getting excited about seeing what's to come for Douglas County for football. That pitch fouled away by Eli Jacobs. He'll stay alive with the 3-2 pitch. Full count for Jacobs. Starr back pick to second. Oh, boy, they had Knox Hubbard if they had been able to hang on to the ball. Good move out there. Sneaking behind was Danny Womack, the shortstop. The jump spin move back to second for Starr. Throw was right on target, but Womack couldn't keep it in the glove as it popped out and Hubbard able to get back in safely. 3-2 pitch again to Jacobs. High and inside for ball 4. So Eli Jacobs works his way to a walk. First issued by Caden Starr today.
Next batter, number 15, Parker.
Jacobs will get on for Eli. That is his 14th walk this summer. Up there among the team leaders. Knox Hubbard leads the team with 22. Out quite a bit in front. First pitch, Parker Burke takes high. He checks swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 1-0 count on the appeal for Parker Burke. One-0 delivery here for Burke. He swings and fouls it off for strike 1. Parker coming in, batting .213 this summer. Played the interview we had with him over the weekend. Hitting is definitely the piece he's trying to continue to see improve, along with his defensive skills, but he's been pretty good behind the plate, looking to try and get the bat to get up there as well. The 1-1, he pops that one in the air. Looks like it'll head out of play over on the first base side for strike 2. Speaking of football, Burke said he's looking to get back into football coming up next fall after taking a season off due to an injury. Staring in, Caden Starr looking for the sign from Nate Cook. The Challengers pitcher delivers high and inside, a 2-2 count. As one season starts getting towards the end of it, I always have to fight myself to not start getting too excited for what's coming up next when it's football season looming, or basketball or baseball season looming. Always got to stay focused on the season that's finishing. As a 2-2 pitch misses just low and outside, full count for Parker Burke. With all that conversation about football down in the dugout earlier, kind of had me start getting excited and thinking about high school football season coming up. 3-2 pitch here for Parker Burke. He'll foul off a pitch as he battles against Caden Starr. Starr has gotten to a full count, now back-to-back hitters, and the Docs hitters have not let him off the hook easy. They've made him work, and the last batter, Eli Jacobs, able to draw a walk off of it. Caden Starr now a 3-2 pitch again for Parker Burke with Knox Hubbard at second, Eli Jacobs at first. The 3-2 delivery, ground ball towards short. They go to second for 1. Burke down the line will not beat out the throw. It's a double play as the Challengers will keep themselves in a scoreless ball game thanks to their defense. 6-4-3 double play off the bat of Parker Burke, and the Doc Stewarts unable to take advantage of the leadoff single again. No runs on one hit. There were no errors. One runner left on base. We go to the top of the third inning on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
First batter for Eugene in the top of the third inning.
The sun is shining. A nice breeze here in the Umpqua Basin on a warm summer night here at Champion Car Wash Field. Area 4 league play underway. Haven't got a lot of Area 4 games this year, so it's been a little weird, but it's nice to get back to some normalcy. As a 1-0 pitch to the hitter, Adam Elliott. He slips getting out of the box. The comebacker to the mound, fielded by Evan Corbin. He could have touched the bag and beaten the runner by a mile. all on his own. He flips it over to Parker Burke for the out. Unlucky there for Elliott. Back to the mound on the comebacker, snagged easily by Corbin. Hasn't fallen out of the box. He had no chance. 1 away, and Nate Cook will bat, the 8-hitter. First pitch swinging for the catcher. It's fouled off. This half inning of Doc's Baseball here on The Score is sponsored by Chuck Swarm and Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? The 0-1 hits the inside corner, right around the knees for strike 2. The Challengers coming off of a win on Sunday as the 0-2 pitch just outside. Cook with a 1-2 count. On Sunday, yesterday, Challengers beating Lewiston 11-10. The 1-2 pitch popped up foul behind home. So the Challengers got a win against the Twins from Lewiston, Idaho. Doc's got 2 wins against them with a comeback effort on Saturday over the weekend. 1-2 pitch, reaching for it. That one's poked foul off of the storage shed down the right side near the bullpen for the Challengers. And they'll have an assistant coach run out there to go get that one. They coach in the first base box. Corbin's 1-2 pitch is low. Evan Corbin so far, 2 strikeouts. Reaching for it. Ground ball to second base for Nate Cook. He grounds out to Sebastian Watson for the second out here in the third. 2 away. Not a strikeout, but a ground out to Watson, who's been busy. Sebastian with 3 putouts already in this one. That brings up Danny Womack. The assist on 3 putouts, I should say. Danny Womack, the 9-hitter, will dig in. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. Womack from Churchill High School, graduating this year. Takes the 0-1 pitch for strike 2. He's headed to Lubbock Christian University, according to his Twitter bio. The 0-2 pitch. Docs all wanted strike 3. The entire defense was 2 steps towards the dugout on that 0-2 pitch. Womack will get another one here. The 1-2. Check swing. And that one clips the umpire just a little bit. Hit into the turf, popped back up, and looked like it clipped him right in the thigh, but he seems to be all right. 1-2 count. The delivery by Corbin, line drive, finds the alley in right center, and that'll be the first hit. Trying to stretch it for a double. The throw to second. Did he come off the bag? No. Womack will just get in. The throw by Carson Dunn just came in a little high. Cade Johnson had too far to go to get the tag down, and Womack will get a double. Docs almost got him at second base there. He just lofted a liner out into the right center alley out there. Fell in, and he used his speed to stretch it into a double. Top of the order, up to bat for a second time. Easton McDonald to take outside for a 1-0 count. So Evan Corbin had retired the first 8 batters in the lineup for the Challengers before Danny Womack gets the first hit of the game for the Challengers. 1-1 count. So the no-hitter, perfect game, all of that gone in an instant for Evan Corbin. It was early, so a long way to go before really getting into that. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed by McDonald for strike 2. 7-inning games, you kind of get early into that no-hitter watch. Kind of follow that kind of stuff. A 1-2 pitch from Corbin is high again. First hit of the game for the Challengers. Docs have 2 hits so far, but have not been able to bring anybody around as we've got a scoreless ball game right now. The 2-2 for Corbin. High. Count goes full. Full count pitch. reaching and fouls that one off into the parking lot to stay alive. McDonald, the lefty, just poking the bat out there. Got the barrel on it, sent it out of play. He gets a chance at another pitch here. Corbin's 3-2 delivery. Hard bit ball at the shortstop, misplayed by Cade Johnson. Throw to third. Do they get him off the bag? No! Back in safely will go Womack with the dive head first. He gets back in there. That'll be an error on Cade Johnson at short. I'm not sure if he over pursued, and that's why he tried to backhand that ball, or if he was in front of it and just for some reason decided to try and stab at it. But it looked like a ball that Johnson might have had a clean chance of just squaring up and fielding regularly. Ended up trying to stab at it with a backhand and hit off the glove, trickled into the outfield. That had Womack turning hard at third, and they almost got him off the bag, but not quite. Runners on the corners for Eugene as the pitch fouled away by the two-hitter Dylan Butler, who struck out back in the first on 3 straight pitches. Evan Corbin all of a sudden facing a situation with a runner 90 feet from home. He'll go to the breaking ball. The curveball hits the inside corner for an 0-2 count. With 2 down and 2 on, Corbin will get a foul ball. The runner was taken off at first. McDonald had to have to head back to the bag. Dylan Butler at the plate, an 0-2 pitch. Runner going again. Throw goes to second. They'll throw back to the plate. The tag got him. Out at home is Danny Womack as the Docs will get out of the top of the 3rd inning, cutting down a runner at the plate. That'll go down as a stolen base for McDonald and a 4-2 putout. I guess 2-4-2 on the putout at the plate to finish the top of the 3rd. Still scoreless for the Challengers and the Docs. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Done.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, it'll be the 9-1 two-hitters coming up for the Docs. Carson Dunn leading things off against Caden Starr, who will miss high and away for ball 1. This half inning brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. Dunn pops one up right side into foul territory. Chasing Vreem will run out of room. It'll be a 1-1 count for Carson Dunn. I pulled up YouTube where you can watch today's game streaming for free thanks to sponsorship from the Cow Creek Tribe. Pulled up YouTube to watch the end of that top of the 3rd. And the throw beat the runner in. I think you'd have to go to high def, ultra slow-mo to be able to tell if maybe Danny Womack had slid around the tag by Knox Hubbard. But based on all the evidence I saw on our pretty basic broadcast of the video stream here, it looked like he was out. Pitch on the inside corner called for a strike to Carson Dunn, 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes to Carson Dunn, the 9-hitter, last guy to bat for the first time against Starr. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. Starr couldn't get him to chase. Dunn almost did, but lays off. Docs have started off the first and the second innings with singles to left field. Dunn will ground one left side. Backhanded by Womack at short. Throw to first. Got him. And Dunn can't believe it. The swipe on the tag by Callan Vreem. It looked like he must have come off the bag, and he probably knew it because he swiped to try and get the tag. Looked like they got the tag on the back of Carson Dunn, and that is going to prompt a visit out to first for Coach Jeremiah Robbins to have a rebuttal about the call at first base. The call as it is right now is out for Carson Dunn. I don't know if the home plate umpire would have any better look at it, but I think Jeremiah is trying to see if he can get a review on this one by the umpires. The speedy Carson Dunn trying to beat out that throw. It looked like it pulled Vreem off the bag, and he tried to swipe on the tag. I wouldn't have thought that it looked like he got him, but call is going to stand as out. And Coach Robbins at home plate is going to get the explanation here from the umpire at home plate. A lot of times they say if a guy's trying to swipe at the back of a player, he's by him. The swipe was right at the bag, so you'd think if he was hitting him on the back as he was running by, Dunn most likely on the bag at the time. And it's a physics lesson down there for Coach Robbins and the home plate umpire. And I don't think it's going to change anything for the Docs here in the third inning. Carson Dunn will be a ground out. Going to be a ground out to start things off here. So 6-3 the put out for Carson Dunn. Top of the order, Cade Johnson will bat. Johnson with the single to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Caden Starr breaking ball in the dirt for ball one. Waiting on deck, the three-hitter due up here in the third is Sebastian Watson. The on-deck hitter is brought to you by Budget Lumber. Cade will hit one in the air out towards left field on the run. Elliott on the run makes the catch. Pulls away what would have been an extra base hit for Cade Johnson. That ball almost found the alley, hung up there long enough for Elliott to run underneath it. And there's two down for Sebastian Watson, who was your on-deck hitter, brought to you by Budget Lumber. Everything you need for building a house, a garden, or even a deck. Budget Lumber, always striving to be lumber one. First pitch, swing and a miss for Watson. On the mound, Caden Starr trying to keep it a scoreless ball game. Docs have had the two hits in the first two innings, but have not been able to get the leadoff man around the bases. Breaking ball outside to Sebastian, trying to keep things going here in the third with a two-out rally. The 1-1 pitch by Starr. Fouled away. You look at how this game has played out. Docs with two hits in the game, but they've only had one runner reach scoring position. For the Challengers, only one hit in this game. They were hitless through the first two. But they had the best scoring opportunity so far and could very easily be up 1-0 right now. But good defense for the Docs makes that not a thing. Ball left side, throw to first. Not going to be there in time to get Watson. That ball trickles away by the first baseman, and Watson will head back to the bag. So a single for Sebastian Watson, third hit of the game for the Docs.
Next batter, number 3.
Runner on at first with two down. That ball bounding through the left side of the infield. Chris, the third baseman, reached for it, but he couldn't get the glove on it. Backing him up was the shortstop, Danny Womack. He made the throw to first. It was a little off the line. At first base, Vreem tried to stretch for it, laid all the way out, but Watson beat it out, and the throw was not caught at first base by Vreem. Low and inside on the first pitch to Dominic Titone, a 1-0 count. Dom hits one to right field. That one's going to drop in for a base hit. Heading for third will go Watson. The throw coming in, cut off, does not make its way to third. The second baseman will hang on to it. McDonald, the cutoff man, And that is a big 2-out single for Dominic Titone to put a runner at third base. Titone pulls that ball in right field to Jack Riley. Took it on the one hop, got it back in quickly, but with 2 outs, Watson running all the way, and his speed gets him 90 feet closer to home. Brings up Evan Corbin, who will look to try and help out his own cause. Two out, Riley going for the Docs. They've had back-to-back singles. Inside corner for strike one to Corbin. Evan Corbin. Batting .325 this summer. 18 RBI, leading the way for the team. He had a 2-run homer yesterday over the right field fence. It's a pickoff throw to first. Not in time to get Dom. 2-run homer yesterday for Evan Corbin. Going opposite field, pokes one out that direction. First home run hit by the Docs this summer. The 0-1 pitch fouled away for strike two. So the 0-2 delivery for Evan Corbin from Caden Starr. Starr trying to keep it a scoreless ball game. Docs are threatening with a runner at third. The 0-2 high and inside, taking off from first. Dominic Titone will get into second easily. Behind the plate, Nate Cook sent it back to the mound. Didn't even look to try and get Dominic Titone at second, or fake as if they would wanted to do that. So Titone steals second base. Docs have runners at second and third. A 1-2 count for Evan Corbin. Starr delivers. Corbin fouls it away. We'll do it again on the 1-2 count. Caden Starr, one of a few players from Marist High School on this Emerald Challengers roster this year. The 1-2 delivery is fouled off. Marist had a pretty solid season, it looked like, in the 4A classification this year. Most of this Challengers squad made up of 4A and 5A talent. Don't have a lot from the 6A schools in Eugene this year. 1-2 pitch to Corbin. He fouls off another one as he makes life difficult for Caden Starr on the mound. Docs trying to grab the lead here in the third inning. Scoreless ball game. Staring in, Caden Starr. His 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, he gets Corbin to swing and miss. Big strikeout to finish off the third inning. That is the first strikeout in the game for Caden Starr. And it comes at a big moment to keep this one scoreless. No runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. Through 3 innings of play, it's still scoreless between the Docs and the Challengers on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Dylan Butler back at the plate after the final out made on the base paths in the third inning for the Challengers. Scoreless ball game here. Evan Corbin wasting no time on warm-up pitches in between innings. So we come back. It's already an 0-2 pitch here for Butler. He swings and misses for a strikeout. His second and the third strikeout for Evan Corbin in the ball game. Strikeout to start things off. All strikeouts by Docs pitchers, brought to you by One Peak Medical. Book an appointment online at onepeakmedical.com. Jack Riley, the lefty, will swing and miss on the first pitch. Riley from Marist High School, as mentioned earlier. He is one of many guys from Marist on this roster. The 0-1 is fouled away for an 0-2 count. Oh, 2 pitch. Corbin misses in the dirt, a 1-2 count. The 1-2 delivery is fouled away. So back in the plate, the left-handed hitter, Jake Riley. Riley, first-team All-State selection for the Spartans in his senior year. He takes in the dirt. The 2-2 delivery is fouled down the left field side and out of play. Two-two count. In the top of the fourth inning, a scoreless ball game. Ground ball left side. Cade Johnson can't get to it at shortstop. A one-out single for Riley. He is 1 for 2 today after a strikeout back in the first. Gets on. So the Docs will look for a ground ball here by Eli Chris to try and see if they can get out of things here in the fourth without any damage. Just the second hit for the Challengers in this one. First pitch swinging fouled away for strike one to Eli Chris to ground it out to shortstop back in the second. This half inning brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. The 0-1 fouled back again. Corbin peppering the top end of the strike zone here so far against Chris, and he's just been underneath things, sending him into the backstop. The 0-2 pitch. High again, couldn't get him to chase after that one. A ball and 2 strikes in the top of the fourth inning. And Corbin makes the mistake, comes inside a bit too far, and Chris will get on with the hit by pitch with 2 strikes against him. That is just another hard pill to swallow there. So man on at first and second for the Challengers with 1 out. Brings up the 5-hitter, Callan Vreem. First pitch swinging, he fouls one back into the screen. Vreem grounded out to second base in the second inning. Oh for 1 today for him. Second time through the lineup here for the Challengers. A check swing fouled away. Well, it was great to see the scores for the Docs from over the weekend. Knew that they needed to build some momentum going into this 4-game series against the Challengers. After that 4-game series against Medford, Docs needed some positive boost, and they got it over the weekend. An 0-2 pitch. Corbin gets a foul ball. Stays an 0-2 count here for Vreem. Wins against Salem. If you remember back during the Father's Day tournament, Salem with Nell was here for that one. They had a pitcher throw a perfect game in that tournament. That was the pitcher the Docs beat up, 12-3, a victory in that matchup. The 0-2 pitch here from Corbin. Ground ball towards short, could be two. Johnson to Watson. The throw gets away. Eugene's going to try and score a run. They will. There is no throw made, and it is a 1-0 lead for the Challengers. And runners on the corners with one out for the Emerald Challengers here in the fourth. Chris goes first to third. Jack Riley scores from second, and Vreem is on at first. It'll be a fielder's choice for Vreem. That'll be an E6 that scores a run. And the Doc Stewarts trail 1-0 against the Challengers with one out here in the fourth. First pitch swinging to Cade Johansson. The DH fouls it away. Doc's defense, another error here in the fourth inning. Error almost cost them in the third, but they got out of it with some good defense. Now an error does cost them here in the fourth. That was a tough throw back to second, but one that had to be made. A breaking ball for a strike. 0-2 count. Cade Johnson had to charge to get to that ball, had to kind of come and get it at an awkward angle, charging in on it. Had to throw back across his body to second, and it was just offline to Sebastian Watson. The 0-2 pitch fouled off by Johansson to stay alive. And that's a much different throw than like throwing to the first baseman. The first baseman is stationary. He's set up, ready to stretch whichever direction the ball comes in. Watson's making the run to second base. He's moving. Cade Johnson's moving. It's a tough target to hit. As a check swing, the home plate umpire says that Johansson goes around for the strikeout. Fourth in the game for Evan Corbin, 2 down. A strikeout comes one batter too late for the Docs here in the fourth. Brings in Adam Elliott, the left fielder, 0 for 1 in the game. A 1-0 lead so far for the Challengers. First pitch, just a bit high for Evan. Here in this fourth inning, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 Docs error. The 1-0 pitch does catch the top of the zone that time. But looking again back to the weekend, it was good to see the Docs got some positive momentum. Won 3 straight before suffering a comeback loss against the Post 6 Barbers yesterday. 1-1, runner going, throw to second, cut off by Watson, throw to the plate. Did he hang on? No, another run scores. It's 2-0. 2-1 count for the hitter Adam Elliott. And Eugene has just manufactured a couple of runs here in the fourth. They haven't really done anything all that spectacular, but they've been putting the Docs on their heels and been able to take advantage. 2-1 pitch called for a strike. 2-2 count for Adam Elliott. The 2-2 pitch here for Corbin. Breaking ball, strike 3, got him looking. But the Docs do give up a couple of runs here in the fourth inning. Will have to find their way back. And here in the fourth, 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 Docs error, and 1 runner left on base. Go to the bottom of the fourth on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
5141.
And I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Bottom of the fourth inning, this half inning of Docs Baseball on the Score is sponsored by Dr. Alanson Randall. Accepting new patients. If you're looking for a new dentist, call him at 541-378-6694. First pitch swinging for Knox Hubbard, grounds it up the middle. The shortstop Womack in front over two. Callan Freeman at first to retire Knox Hubbard to start things off in the fourth inning. A 2-0 ball game, Eugene and Springfield, the Eugene Springfield Club, the Emerald Challengers in front, 2-0.
Number 16, Jace Johnson.
With one out, it'll be Jace Johnson to bat. Swing and a miss for strike one. Continue to get a steady breeze coming through. The American flag flying at half staff out in center field. Kind of is blowing all over the place today. The 0-1 pitch fouled back for strike two. Seen it blowing to left field, blowing straight in, blowing to right. So it's been all over the place. Can always make things for fun environment here at Champion Car Wash Field. The 0-2 count for Jace, who had a sac bunt. He swings through it for strike three. Second strikeout in the game for Caden Starr. Docs are down to their final out here in the fourth. First pitch for Eli Jacobs, who drew a walk his last time up. A line drive right to the second baseman, Easton McDonald, and it is a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Docs in the bottom of the fourth. Do not have a response after giving up the lead in the top of the fourth inning. We'll come back with the top of the fifth on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It'll be number 8, Nate Cook.
8-9-1 hitters coming up here in the fifth inning for the Challengers. They lead 2-0 against your Roseburg Clint Newell Dr. Stewart. Evan Corbin on the mound, misses ball one to the 8-hitter Nate Cook. 0 for 1 in the game for Cook with a ground out to second. Swings and fouls off the pitch. Joey Keyran here with you, bringing you Docs Baseball on the Score with video streaming online at 541radio.com. Coverage of Docs Baseball is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. The 1-1 pitch just outside for a 2-1 count. This half inning of Docs Baseball on the Score is brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Book your travel plans with their travel experts. Give them a call at 672-5701. Another foul ball for Cook, and he's got a 2-2 count. I did not need to use the folks at Flyaway Travel for my vacation over the weekend. Big thanks to Dan Bain, though, for filling in for me. So 2-2 pitch is high. Full count now for Corbin against Nate Cook. Had a good time, made it out to the coast, got a chance to see my parents, my brother, my niece. Hang out over there, enjoy some sunshine on the lake. It's a good weekend as a ball fouled away. Full count still for Cook. Yeah, it was beautiful weather with the warmer temperatures out on the coast, at the lake. It was perfect. There's a point in there, it just floated in the water. It's a ground ball up the middle. Watson, time, sets, and throws over to Burke. One away. Brings up Danny Womack. Had a double back in the third, the shortstop. try to send it back to the top of the lineup with a runner on base. On the mound, Evan Corbin. First pitch breaking ball at the belt buckle on the inside corner for a strike. Just a programming note coming up this weekend, I will be out again. I know. The 0-1 pitch fouled away. This regular season will be wrapping up on Saturday. Docs are hosting Klamath Falls for a doubleheader starting at noon. Brian Prowitz will fill in for me there. And then on Sunday, the Docs head to Klamath Falls in Kiger Stadium, and Kenny Sherman will fill in for me there. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Womack goes down with the strikeout. 6th in the game for Evan Corbin. 2 away. Top of the order coming up with nobody on and 2 down. Easton McDonald will bat. He is 0 for 2 in the game, reached on an error in the 3rd. Left-handed leadoff man takes for ball 1. So we'll have a couple of fill-in guys. That'll mean radio broadcasts for the weekend. We'll put up the online stream for those that tend to usually watch the games. You can find the online stream so you can listen to the broadcast. As a ball fouled away by McDonald, he'll have a 1-1 count. And then after the regular season comes to an end, we will have the AAA American Legion State Tournament coming up here in Roseburg. Breaking ball just out in front of it a bit there for McDonald. Got a piece of it, fouls it down the first base side, strike 2. That AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament for Eugene fans that might be tuning in to watch. Much like last year when they won it all, you'll be able to tune in for every game of the state tournament, streaming live online at 541radio.com. Breaking ball in the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did, according to the first place umpire. Tag applied by Knox Hubbard, and McDonald is the 3rd out here in the top of the 5th. 7 strikeouts in the ballgame for Evan Corbin. Doc Stewart's, though, need to get some work offensively. They trail 2-0 going to the bottom of the 5th on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Taking a look at your Garrettson Building Supplies scoreboard update as we get ready for the bottom of the 5th. For Eugene, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. For Roseburg, no runs on 4 hits and 2 errors in this one. Starting the bottom of the 5th inning, Parker Burke at the plate for the Docs. First pitch swinging, a line drive snagged out of the air by Easton McDonald at second base for the first out in the frame. That is back-to-back line drives to the second baseman. The last one just made by McDonald. A little bit more acrobatic than the first one. Had to go all Jumpman logo for that one. Snags it out of the air. 1 away. And Carson Dunn at the plate with an 0-1 count after taking strike 1. Well, that was something. Your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Shop local. Shop Garrettson Building Supply for all your home improvement and outdoor living needs. Garrettson Building Supply supporting our local community for over 99 years. I've done that before. It's not over. If it was over 99 years, they would have said 100. 0-2 count for Carson Dunn. The 0-2 delivery from Caden Starr is outside. A 1-2 count. I want to say thanks to everybody tuning in and joining us for the broadcast tonight. Appreciate it. 1-2 pitch, missing low. Happy to get the video stream back up and running for you there, and looking forward to what will be coming up for the AAA state tournament over the weekend, or over the end of July here. This ball fouled away by Dunn. Keeps him with a 2-2 count. Tournament is always a fun time, and obviously a lot riding on the line, so we look forward to bringing you all those video streams of the games coming up here in July. 2-2 pitch, Dunn goes upstairs, pops this one high in the air out towards right field. The right fielder coming in will make the catch. Jack Riley, I think at first thought Easton McDonald, the second baseman, was going to get that ball, but then it carried and McDonald was out of the range of it. Riley had to try and track it here in this evening sun. Made the late scramble, but does get underneath it. 2 away. Top of the order, Cade Johnson up to bat. 1 for 2 tonight. Takes high for ball 1. In that leadoff position most of the season for Cade. Batting .398 on the year, coming into today's doubleheader. Takes a strike on the inside corner, right around the letters. They tried at one point to move him down the lineup a little bit. See if he could use his production in the 3 spot, but wasn't quite as successful for him there. Put him back in the leadoff spot, and he just continues to hit. The 2-1 at the knees for a called strike. 2-2 count for Cade Johnson with nobody on and 2 away. Docs trailing 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-2. Starr, ground ball left side. Cade Johnson will get his second hit against Caden Starr. He's going to try and make it a double, and he will get in standing up. A little bit of offense, much needed for the Docs. A ground ball just dribbled down that third base side into left field. And Cade Johnson will get on with his second hit of the ball game. He stands at second. Top of the order, looking to try and continue to do some damage. Sebastian Watson had a single in his last at-bat. He will step in. Docs need a 2-out rally to try and get on the board. First pitch swinging. Watson fouls it down the first base side. Playable. Vreem underneath it for the final out. Short-lived momentum there here in the bottom of the 5th. The Doc Stewarts get one on but cannot do anything with it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the 1 man left on base. We're through 5 innings of play. It's 2-0. The Challengers in front of the Docs on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Dylan Butler leading things off for the Challengers here in the 6th inning. An 0-1 count as the first pitch called strike 1 from Evan Corbin. Pulls one, fouled on the third base side, and Butler will be back to back to home plate with an 0-2 count. Today's ball game is sponsored by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. If today's heat wave tells you anything, you do not want to be without some sort of cooling device here during this summer. 0-2 pitch, fouled away. Fastball, tried to challenge him, and at the plate, Butler got a piece of it. Couldn't square it up. Butler has struck out twice in this ball game. The 0-2 pitch, check swing. Umpire says he went around. Throw down to first. He is there in time to get him. That'll be the third strikeout of the game for Dylan Butler. 8th strikeout for Evan Corbin. Strikeouts by Doc's pitchers brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't wait to see a doctor. Visit onepeakmedical.com to make an appointment today. 1 out, Jake Riley will bat. The lefty had a single and scored a run in the 4th inning. Fouls off the first pitch. He scored the first run of the game for the Docs. It came on a errant throw to second base by shortstop Cade Johnson. The 0-1 delivery here for Corbin, swung on and missed. Breaking ball drops in. Without the error in the 4th inning, it's likely that this is a scoreless ball game still for the Docs and the Challengers. The 0-2 pitch bouncing in. That 4th inning where 2 runs come in for the Challengers, just kind of a tough inning, just in the realms of the baseball game for the Docs. Had an error on a play at second base as a ground ball towards short. In front of it, Cade Johnson over to Parker Burke for the second out. 2 away, Eli Christ will bat with nobody on. The cleanup man is 0 for 1 today. He was the other reason that 4th inning was tough. So he had the error on a ball that could have maybe been a double play ball. At least they get maybe 1 out at second base instead of the ball gets away and a run scores. And then also, Cade Christ had 2 strikes against him, and Evan Corbin hit him to put him on base, and he later came around to score. So just kind of an inning that didn't quite bounce the Docs' way. An 0-1 pitch here to Christ. He pops one up on the off speed, gets it to center field. Coming in is Carson Dunn. Going out, Cade Johnson, and it is the shortstop, Cade Johnson, that makes the catch to finish off a 1-2-3 inning for Evan Corbin. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Challengers. It's still a 2-0 lead, and the Docs coming up to bat in the bottom of the 6th on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Tatone, Corbin, and Hubbard due up to start things off in the bottom of the 6th for your Roseburg Clinton Newell Dr. Stewarts. Trailing 2-0 against the Emerald Challengers. It has been a game that the Docs, more than anything, have hurt themselves in this one. On the mound, Caden Starr working into his 6th inning. Time called before the first pitch. He's given up 5 hits, but Docs have not been able to manufacture a run. First pitch coming for Dominic Tatone outside. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball on the Score. Pitch outside, a 2-0 count for Tatone. Starr swing and a miss out of Tatone as he works. Caden Starr on the mound works in a fastball that Tatone can't catch up to. This half inning brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. 3-1 count, pitch inside at the knees to Dom. Dom had a single to right field his last time up. 3-1 pitch, outside, ball 4. Leadoff man on base. That's exactly what the Docs need. Our runners on. Second walk issued by Caden Starr. There are couple of players for the Challengers down in the bullpen area using the elastic bands to get loose and stretch. Nobody throwing at the moment. Evan Corbin will bat. Corbin 0 for 2 in this game. Last time up, he struck out with runners at second and third. He'll hit one in the air out towards center field. Going back is Dylan Butler. Butler makes the catch. Back to first will go to Tone. One away. Knox Hubbard, 1 for 2 in the game, will step in next. Knox had a single down the left field side his first time up. So he'll look to try and have a multi-hit day. Pickoff throw to first, back in goes to Tone. Docs haven't really tried to take bases too much so far in this one. They do have a couple of stolen bases, but not been running too frequently as a pitch fouled away by Knox Hubbard on the first offering. Docs will be in Eugene tomorrow, back at Sweet Johnson Stadium, where they played in the Papa's Pizza Invitational. Docs will be up in Eugene tomorrow for a doubleheader starting at 5, and we'll be there for coverage. The 0-1 pitch to Hubbard is high. We'll be there to broadcast on the radio as well as on the video stream from Eugene, so hopefully you can tune in for that one as well. Pickoff throw to first. Back in safely goes Dom. The video stream of Docs Baseball is brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. Cow Creek Tribe also our video stream sponsor for the AAA American Legion State Tournament. The 1-1 pitch outside to Knox Hubbard, a 2-1 count. With Dominic Titone on at first after a leadoff walk, Knox Hubbard, a 2-1 count, looking to try and drive something to see if he can move Titone around the bases. 2-1 pitch is high, and Hubbard will be one pitch away from finding his way on base with a walk. Again, he leads the team in that category. Looked at that earlier. This season, Knox Hubbard with 22 walks. The next closest was Jace Johnson with 18. Jace no walks in this game, so he's still 4 walks behind Knox Hubbard, who leads the team in that category. 3-1 pitch to Knox, and it hit him. Dead ball. That's a hit by pitch to Knox Hubbard. He was getting on one way or the other there. That won't add to his team leading walks. He'll get hit by a pitch and head on down to first. So they will bring in the runner at first base. If I remember correctly, against Medford, there was no courtesy runner for catcher, so I guess that would be a pinch runner. Braxton Dill running at first. The Docs just looking to upgrade some speed, knowing they're down by 2 and getting late stages here. Brings up Jace Johnson. He takes the first pitch at the knees for a strike. Docs need to get some offense going here soon. They're not down by much, but there's not been a lot going on for them so far. 1 out, runners at first and second. The 0-1 to Jace is high and inside. Mid-90s here this evening in Roseburg. The 1-1 to Jace, outside. 94 right now, hit a 95 high this afternoon. The breeze is making it a little bit more comfortable with the nice heat going on. The shadows are moving as the afternoon wears on, so maybe fans moving as well to stay underneath them. Visit out to the mound here for Coach Goldagger, out there to have a conversation with Caden Starr. And the most of the corner infielders and the catcher will come in as well. So that breeze kind of helping keep things circulating so it doesn't feel quite as warm today here in Roseburg. Shadows starting to creep out from left field as they always do here at Champion Car Wash Field. The light poles starting to stretch from the third base side out across the infield. Trees out in left field corner starting to stretch out there. And the roof behind home providing some shadow for the on-deck hitters for the Challengers. But out in the outfield, you're still playing with it at first base. And in right field, you got to deal with the sun in your eyes. Can always be a little difficult with the balls up there in the air for a while to try and battle it against that sun. It's a 2-1 count for Jace Johnson after the visit to the mound. Starr delivers. Johnson will hit one towards the alley out in right field. That ball, though, carries to the right fielder, tagging and trying to, back to second base. Does go Dominic Tatone. That ball to Jack Riley in right field. It hooked towards him. It looked like it was heading towards the alley. But the Challengers get a break there as that ball hooks back towards the right fielder. And Riley underneath it easily for the second out. 2 away. So once again, the Docs get runners into scoring position, but struggling to capitalize on it. It'll be up to Eli Jacobs to try and do something. Last time up, lined out to the second baseman. First pitch, ground ball to second base this time. Flip to second, and they will get the out there. So the Doc Stewarts will leave another man stranded on base in scoring position, and they still trail 2-0. We go to the top of the 7th inning. The Challengers looking for some insurance against the Docs on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
First batter for Eugene in the top of the 7th, number 20, Callan Brim.
Well, we go to the final frame. Unless this one heads to extras, Doc's looking to keep it a 2-run deficit as the first pitch belted into the air for Callan Vreem. Eli Jacobs, the left fielder, runs in to get the catch. 1 away as they will get Vreem for a third time. He finishes out the day 0 for 3, barring any extra innings.
34,
Cade Johansson will bat. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Evan Corbin into his 7th inning of work. Breaking ball for strike 1. Corbin's given up 2 hits in this ballgame. That is it. Ground ball foul for Johansson, third base side. Stays an 0-2 count, or goes to an 0-2 count, I should say. Doc's Baseball on the Score is sponsored by Tim's Appliance and Mattress at the corner of Lane and South Stevens in Roseburg. 0% financing is always available. Another foul ball third base side for Johansson. He's got the 0-2 count. Challengers may be looking to bring in their closer for the 7th inning, or at least have somebody ready. They've got action going on in the bullpen as a ball fouled towards the on-deck hitter for the Challengers, just a bit above his head. Challengers in that first base dugout. Docs are in the third base dugout. The 0-2 pitch again for Corbin. Line drive right field, and Johansson fights it off and will put the barrel on the ball and just sends it to right field. Opposite field single for Johansson. Didn't try to do too much with that one. Just sends it back out the direction it came. A 1-out single for Johansson, and Adam Elliott will bat. He is 0 for 2. Just the third hit in the ball game for the Challengers. Squaring to bunt with 1 out. That ball popped foul for strike 1. Throwing in the bullpen for the Challengers is Eli Christ. The 0-1 pitch looped out towards left field on the run. Jacobs will get it. The runner holds at second. That is back-to-back singles. The Challengers not doing anything fancy with it, just getting a good swing on it and just putting the ball in play. These aren't hard hit balls. They're not hard swings. They're just kind of getting around and getting the barrel on it. Nate Cook will get DH'd for, or get PH'd for. That's a pinch hitter. At the plate, hitting for the Challengers, Caden Koffler from Willamette. The first pitch is fouled away. Koffler, a junior this last spring there for the Wolverines, getting his first at-bat of the day. After the foul ball, he's got the 0-1 count with runners at first and second. Hits a line drive. No, one hop to Watson, knocked it down. He won't be able to make a play. Watson came charging in. At first, it looked like he was getting a line drive right at him. It hopped right in front of him. He knocked it down. Had time still to maybe get the out at second. Probably not a double play, but had a chance to make the out at second. But he could not get it up off the turf. And the bases are loaded with one out. Third error in the game for the Docs. The pitch. That ball in the air to right field. Dominic Tatone going back, makes the catch. The runner tagging, heading to the plate. The throw will get cut off by Burke at first. No, excuse me, by Corbin. Oh, no, excuse me. It's Daniel Withers is now at first base, by the way. There we go. So Withers is at first. So it is a 3-0 lead now for the Challengers.
Next batter will be number 3, Easton McDonald.
It'll be Easton McDonald, top of the order. First pitch is low and outside. So Evan Corbin will miss outside, a 2-0 count. So 3-0 the lead for the Challengers. Right now runners at first and third. On the sac fly there by Koffler that scored a run. Strike in, 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch, runner was going from first. He'll have to head back as the ball fouled off by Danny Womack. No, excuse me, Easton McDonald. Well, I missed something in my scorebook there. I had distractions in front of me with people trying to sit down. Runner goes, step off, throw goes to second. Got the runner in a rundown. Runner breaks for home, throw to the plate. Tag, not going to get there in time. It is Burke behind home now for Hubbard. And a run will score on the double steal. So out at second base now is Koffler. So the sac fly was by Womack. Scoring was Adam Elliott. 2-2 pitch misses. 4-0 Challengers in front now with just one out. Or sorry, make that 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 3-2 count. Ground ball chopper, first base side. Withers will take it. Flip to the first. And a run's going to score as all the dam is breaking loose here for the Docs. Withers had the ball. Looked like all he needed to do was get in the running lane and tag the runner going to first. Instead, he tried to flip it to Evan Corbin covering at first base. Corbin wasn't quite ready for it. And the ball gets bobbled away, and a run will score. So this one is escaping the docks here with another error in this 7th inning, and we're going to get a call to the pen. I'll get things figured out. We'll get back into it, and hopefully the Docs will get things figured out as well. New man on the mound for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts here in the top of the 7th. They trail 5-0 against the Emerald Challengers on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Still here in the top of the 7th, it'll be Cade Johnson to take over on the mound for the Docs. So we get a call to the pen, brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. Throw down to second base, and one pitch in by Cade Johnson. The runner tries to steal from first. Easton McDonald thrown out by Parker Burke behind the plate. And that will finish it off. We will get it all figured out here when we come back. It didn't take much there after the Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance call to the pen for the Doc Stewarts. They're down by 5 going to the bottom of the 7th on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Well, the Docs will try their best to see if they can come back here in the 7th inning after a bit of a disastrous top of the 7th where they give up 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors. They do get out of it with a nice defensive play on the steal attempt by Easton McDonald. But Caden Starr going to try to go the distance. The Docs have out-hit Eugene in this one, but their defense has let them down a bit here today. At the plate will be Parker Burke to lead things off. He's now moved to catcher. He swings and fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. It'll be Burke, Dunn, and Johnson, your 3 hitters due up. Burke fouls off the pitch for an 0-2 count against Caden Starr. The 0-2 delivery here for Starr. Check swing held up. Did Burke on the breaking ball outside. So the Docs did make the call to the pin. Brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking of making a change with your insurance coverage, get in touch with Chris at 541-672-3301. 0-2 pitch, slapped right side, long run, a reaching attempt. Jack Riley can't come up with it. He's got to chase it to the corner. Burke is heading around second. He'll race towards third, and he will get in sliding head first. And it is a leadoff triple for Parker Burke. So Burke gets on with the triple. Riley tried to do everything he could to get to that ball, but he just could not come up with it, trying to make the catch with the jump attempt out there, and it gets by. Docs get a runner at third base with nobody out. That's great, but they need 5 runs to force extras, 6 to walk off with a win. So a little ways to go. Here's Carson Dunn will bat. He chops one to third. Going back, it goes in and out of the glove. No throw by the third baseman, Eli Christ, and that's a single for Carson Dunn. Took a high hop there for the third baseman, Christ, to try and get to that ball. He did everything he could to try and make the play, but that is one that you could call as beyond the normal play of a third baseman, so I wouldn't rule it an error. Dunn gets on with his first hit of the game. Back to the top of the order. Cade Johnson, now the pitcher for the Docs, will step in. Nobody out, 2 on. First pitch high for ball 1. We did see some action in the bullpen for the Challengers, so they may be ready to go to a reliever here in the 7th if things get dicey. 1-0 pitch, pickoff throw, Dunn back to back to first. Tough one here for Evan Corbin. He pitched a heck of a ball game, but right now he's on the hook for the loss. 1-0 pitch. Johnson belts this one to left field. That ball's well hit. Going back to the wall. That one's off the fence. Is it gone? It's a 2-bagger. It is a ground rule double for Cade Johnson. It gets into the shadows. It's hard to see out there. It hops over the fence off the warning track for Cade Johnson, his second double in the ball game, and he drives in the first run of the day for the Doc Stewarts. He had the first hit of the game, which is always brought to you by MSK True Value, located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. And now he has the first RBI of the day for the Docs as Parker Burke easily scores from third. Carson Dunn would have scored, but he gets stopped at third base on the ground rule double. Second and third for the Docs with nobody out. 5-1 your score. Docs starting their 4th time through the lineup, and on the mound, Caden Starr will stay in the game.
Batters number 2, Sebastian Watson.
We saw Eli Christ, the third baseman, throwing in the bullpen. Last time the Challengers were up to bat, he was getting a chance to get some work in the bullpen. So the Docs get on the board. They've got 2 in scoring position, still trailed by 4. So the on-deck hitter is your tying run. And Sebastian Watson will take strike 1. The on-deck hitter is Dominic Tatone, and he's brought to you by Budget Lumber. Everything you need for maybe building a deck, that's Budget Lumber. Always striving to be lumber 1. The 0-1 pitch bounces in, a 1-1 count. So the Docs leaving the dramatics for late in the game, trying to see if they can come back to either force extras or walk off with a win. Starr on the mound, a 1-1 pitch is high and away. Caden Starr into his 7th inning of work. 3 hits given up here in the 7th. I mean, 8 hits total in this ball game for the Docs. His 2-1 pitch. That one slapped towards right field. Might carry enough for a sac fly. Goes off the glove for the right fielder. Jack Riley sends it back in. A run scores. Everyone's safe. Still nobody out. And their Docs are back within 3. Well, the Docs are getting a little bit of help by the Challengers defense now. It'll be an error that gets Sebastian Watson in. Likely was going to drive in a run to begin with, so he'll get the RBI. Cade Johnson goes to third. Runners on the corners, 5-2, still nobody out. Dominic Tatone is your game-tying run up to bat. Riley out in right field battling that sun. He's had a couple of balls hit at him that have been hard. Missed the first one for a triple for Parker Burke on a ball that just was out of his reach. Now a ball belted that way again. That one is caught by Riley. Tagging and scoring will be Johnson. A sac fly for Tatone. That ball looked like a pretty hard one to play, but Riley makes that one. Sac fly to right field for Dominic Tatone. 1 away. It's 5-3. Doc Stewart's with a little bit alive, but down to their final 2 outs. Evan Corbin, now the first baseman for the Docs, will stand in looking for his first hit, trying to see if he can help his own cause and erase a possible loss off of his tally. He takes low for ball 1. Today's ball game sponsored by B&D Meats down in Winston. It's grilling season, so make a stop by B&D. The 1-0 pitch in for a strike. A 1-1 count for Evan Corbin. Last time up, he flew out to center field. 5-3 ball game. Starr, the 0-1 pitch, fouled off. Excuse me, the 1-1 pitch fouled off. A 1-2 count. Starr needing 2 more outs for the complete game victory. The 1-2 pitch to Evan Corbin. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Caden Starr. That'll be his second against Evan Corbin. And for the right-hander from the Challengers, his third strikeout in the ball game, 2 down. It'll be Daniel Withers to bat here. After Braxton Dill came in to pinch run for Knox Hubbard, that's when they made some defensive changes. And so it'll be Daniel Withers. Withers was going to get his first look at Caden Starr, but instead it'll be a first look at Eli Christ as we get a call to the pen brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. Challengers look to Eli Christ to close out this game. It is a save opportunity. We'll tell you more about the situation after a 60-second break on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Eli Christ, the youngster from Thurston High School, right-hander. He will take over on the mound in a save situation here for the Challengers. On the mound, Caden Starr's day is done after 6 2/3 innings of work. And Starr will take over for Christ at third base, so they make just an easy swap there.
Number 20, Daniel Withers.
Daniel Withers will get a pinch hit opportunity here. Or his first at-bat. He came in defensively, so Withers batting .293 on the season. Looking to try and keep this game going for the Doc Stewarts. On at first is Sebastian Watson after the error in right field. Withers represents the game-tying run at the plate. First pitch, he hits one down the line on the right field side that just hooks into foul territory for strike 1. So Withers trying to come up with a big ball here for the Docs. Docs finally getting some offense going, but it might end up being too little too late. The 0-1 to Withers, again fights one off opposite field. Foul ball for strike 2. So it'll come down to this. Can Eli Christ get one more strike across against Daniel Withers to wrap up this ball game, our first of today's doubleheader? The 0-2 pitch for Christ. Off speed, got him swinging, game over. Withers goes down with a strikeout. The Challengers will get the win. Final score, 5-3. We'll tell you more about it when we come back after a 3-minute break. Your postgame show up next. We'll name your Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game as we recap today's first game of the doubleheader on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Remember the good old days? When you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller. When businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Welcome you back here to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field as the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will fall against the Emerald Challengers in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. The Docs will go to 18-14 on the year, now 0-5 in league play, while the Challengers will go to 32-11 on the year and now 1-0 in Area 4 play. Tough one for the Docs to swallow here. That was a fantastic pitching performance we were treated to by Evan Corbin, who unfortunately takes his second loss of the season. And the Doc Stewarts they did all right against Caden Starr. Nothing spectacular by any means, but they also just didn't come up with the critical hit in those clutch moments that could have really helped them break this game open. Docs felt like as if they were controlling most of this game, but gave it away with I was going to say uncharacteristic, but just kind of sloppy defense out there for the Doc Stewarts. So take a look at the Garrettson Building Supplies scoreboard update here in the postgame. The Emerald Challengers 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. Doc Stewarts 3 runs on 8 hits and 4 errors. Challengers left 2 men on base. Docs leave 8 men on base, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runners left on in scoring position. Challengers would get the lead in the 4th inning with 2 runs in the top of the 4th on 1 hit and 1 error. Also a double steal in there helping score a run, but really could have been a scoreless frame if not for an error in that 4th inning by the Docs. Then the Challengers added 3 more runs in the 7th inning to make it 5-0. A single by Kay Johansson with 1 out got things started. Single by Adam Elliott put runners on. Then an error at second base on a tough played ball, but one right at Sebastian Watson Would have been nice to see the Docs at least get one out in that situation, but they couldn't get any. Bases were loaded. Sac fly by Danny Womack drove in a run, and then another error, this time at first base by Daniel Withers. Just a play that he needed to pretty much try and make the out on the base paths. With 2 outs, he had a chance to try and get the final out, but he misplayed it, and that allowed another run to score to make it 3 runs total in that 7th inning. And the Docs got some defense. The runner caught stealing at second base, got him out of it, but damage done. 3 runs come in, made it 5-0. And look, that's important. Those 3 runs, insurance runs needed, as the Docs score 3 in the bottom of the 7th. A double by Cade Johnson drove in 1, a ground rule double over the left field fence. Sebastian Watson was going to drive in another on a sac fly, but it ended up getting dropped, so a run scored. He got on safely. 2 runs came in. There was nobody out. Sac fly by Dominic Tone drove in a 3rd run with 1 out, but then back-to-back strikeouts. Caden Starr gets 1 more strikeout before he's done on the mound, and then coming in relief, Eli Christ gets the strikeout to finish off the game and pick up the save. Starr gets the win. Corbin takes the loss. Christ gets the save, and that was a recap on your scoreboard update, brought to you by Garrettson Building Supply. Shop local, shop Garrettson Building Supply for all of your home improvement and outdoor living needs. Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for 99 years. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll look at numbers from this one, and we'll name our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game for your Roseburg Dr. Stewart's. Final again, 5-3. Challengers on top of the Docs on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Back here in between games as the Docs fall against the Challengers in Game 1, 5-3, your final score. Let's take a look at some of the numbers from this one as we finish out our recap. We've got your Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game coming up here in just a couple of moments. For the Challengers in this one, 4 hits in the ball game. Jake Riley, goes 1 for 3 with a run scored. He had a single. Eli Christ does score a run after reaching on a hit by pitch. Cade Johansson goes 1 for 3 with a run scored. Adam Elliott was 1 for 3, also scoring a run. Caden Koffler got on with an error. He scores a run. And Danny Womack goes 1 for 2 in the game with an RBI on a sac fly and a double. So only 4 hits in the ballgame, but the Docs with the 4 errors really help out things for the Challengers in this one. didn't do themselves any favors with an opportunity to score a number of runs in this game, but leaving men on base. Doc Stewart's get 3 hits out of Cade Johnson at the top of the order. 2 doubles, drove in a run, scored a run. Sebastian Watson goes 1 for 4 with an RBI. Dominic Titone goes 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and an RBI on a sac fly. Evan Corbin 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Knox Hubbard goes 1 for 2 with a single and a hit by pitch. Daniel Withers goes 0 for 1. Jace Johnson was 0 for 2 in the game with a sac bunt. Eli Jacobs 0 for 2 with a walk. Parker Burke ends up going 1 for 3 with a triple and a run scored. And Carson Dunn goes 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored in there as well. So that is a look at how this one played out for the hitters on the mound. Evan Corbin goes 6 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, not all of them earned for sure. No walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. And Caden Starr takes the win. He goes 6 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. Eli Chris gets the save, facing 1 batter, goes a third of an inning, got the 1 strikeout. Excuse me. So that is how this one plays out today. It's time now to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. And it'll be Cade Johnson that is our player of the game, going for 3 hits, driving in the first run of the game for the Docs. He had 2 doubles, scores a run as well. Cade Johnson, your player of the game, brought to you by Mountain Mike's. Mountain Mike's Pizza, the way it ought to be. Find them on West Harvard Avenue by the interchange with I-5, exit 124, and they're right by Roseburg High School and just a couple of miles away from Champion Car Wash Field. All right, that's going to do it for Game 1 of our broadcast. As we wrap things up here, want to say that you can tune in for Game 2 coming up here in just a few moments. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. If you are watching the video stream, you can refresh the page, go back to our main page there on YouTube, and find the Game 2 broadcast starting here in a couple of moments. We'll start out our Game 2 broadcast with an interview. We'll have Austin Takahashi joining us here for Game 2 of our doubleheader. He'll be our player interview as we lead into Game 2, as we get ready for your Roseburg Disposal pregame show, 4 hours nightcap. Yeah, that's Roseburg Disposal. Let them make the run of it up for you at 673-7122. So stay tuned. Austin Takahashi joins us after a 2-minute break here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.